Welcome back to Zach's podcast.
If you're still listening by now, I'm questioning your mental sanity.
I'm not Zach.
I'm Zach.
I'm also not Zach.
So, today, our house smells a little bit.
Yeah, what the hell? I've
and
leave
why
for
is
work,
that?
and I come home,
Fuck you,
and I
guys.
look and like, I walk, and like, it's like 90 degrees and
They're
like
going great for
freaking
you.
humid, and we don't have air conditioning, and before I left, I made sure to shut the windows so the house would stay relatively cool. I walk it, I look at the windows, and like, why are they open?
And all of them were open.
And I look down the sidewalk, and I see like a bag of popcorn that's like half burned.
There may
And
be a
I'm like,
correlation.
like, at first, I thought it was my upstairs, like the upstairs neighbors. When I walk in, all the windows are open. Colin's just sitting there shirtless, and it's hilarious because he has sunburn and he's still like pretty red.
Red?
You're pretty red.
You're
That is
still,
not time.
it certainly isn't as bad as it was, but you're still pretty red.
Yeah.
I'm like peeling still.
You've been demoted from like a full-on tomato to like a cherry tomato. So it's...
Yay!
Anyway, Colin and I were just in here working on our stuff, and then he decided, hey, I'll make some popcorn, because he wanted a snack. And then, like...
That's a good idea.
It was like it must have been like 2 or 3 minutes past, and suddenly I hear him go, "Oh shit!" and run out of his chair. Then I glance over what he's doing. I hear this like a flag sound, like a flag blowing in the wind. I get up and go look at what he's doing. He took off his shirt and began waving it by the microwave because the popcorn was burning and we had a cloud in our kitchen and it drifted into my room. It came into like towards the bathroom area.
Yeah, I went into your room and I'm like, oh shit, I better close the door.
Yeah, no, that was all right. But I mean. There was no cloud in the living room, but you could certainly still smell it very strongly.
But like, I haven't burned popcorn since I was like 12. And like,
Yeah.
to see it like that, I'm like,
It's
oh
a
my
new
God.
experience.
Oh my God.
And I walk, like, this is before I walked in the house. I bike to work, so I put my bike back up in the backyard. And I smell like, well, our upstairs neighbors are kind of like, they smoke weed and stuff, so I'm like, wow, it smells like dank burning popcorn.
Dank burning popcorn.
Well, that's because it was dank burning popcorn. Good thing I succeeded on the second
I had to say,
try.
the kicker was, he put a second bag in afterwards and made it.
I would have learned my lesson and never made popcorn.
He
the
made
next
it
time.
correctly,
Hey,
the bowl was,
I
everything
was
was
gonna
fine.
try a
But
third time if I burnt it again.
Okay.
and I would make him take the microwave outside.
I just make them play them out on the sidewalk. It's hot enough.
We're gonna take over the. Should we microwave this?
Should we microwave this? Yeah, it'll be
Remember
like,
when that was a thing?
Oh, will it blend? Will it
blend?
microwave? Will it microwave?
No, they did. They
Oh, no,
actually made a
it's
show.
how to basic. How to basic.
Wait, there was a show called Should We Microwave This?
Or I can't remember. I don't think that's the exact title, but it was literally.
Yeah, I've
all
heard
they
of that.
did was microwave things.
Seriously?
They took their door, like if we were to do it in here, they had a door with a small window on it,
Yeah.
and they put tinfoil all over it, and they literally stand behind the door microwaving shit. You don't remember this? It was like a big fad.
Was this like on YouTube or what?
Early YouTube fad.
Early? I do
I
not
don't
know
even think
this
it
at
was
all.
that early because I remember.
Oh fuck yeah!
It was like freshman year of high
They started
school.
in
It was still
2005
popular.
and they ended I think about like 2008.
I guess
Back when dinosaurs
I
roamed
can
there.
look it up right now. Since I'm
65 million years ago in 2005.
There's a can-
Jeez,
I think-
we're really dating this podcast. Yeah, it's the year 65 million. But no, you're right. It is very
Oh no,
warm
the
out.
show was. Is it a good idea to microwave?
Still.
Usually, probably not.
If you have to ask, you probably shouldn't.
If you have to ask and you own a microwave, your microwave should be taken away from you
You're
by a
microwaving
court of law.
privileges.
'Cause they must have changed their name. Yeah.
Oh, they're still
Like-
making them. Or are
No,
they still
no,
making
they're
them?
not still making them. Their last one was 4 years ago.
I just remember
So
how.
2011. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just remember
I'm
how to
offended.
basic. I told you they were doing it when I was in high school.
How to basic? I've heard that name before, but I don't
They
know it at all.
basically just like it's like how to open a can of Coke, and they just take a freaking can of Coke and they just throw crap at it, and it's actually moderately entertaining.
Oh, like taking basic actions and making them goofy kind of thing?
It's far beyond goofy, and then every once in a
Absurd.
while, like the guy who does it, you don't know, he never shows his face or anything, but he must do it all the time when he's naked, because it'll
Oh.
pan to his legs, and it's like mid-thigh up, and you don't see any pants at all, so I assume that he just does this all naked. I
Or
don't know.
maybe in his underwear or something.
No,
Or
he
short
would have
shorts.
probably seen
The
that.
shit they microwaved. Okay, first one, gasoline.
Why would you have that?
Like a few down, spray paint.
Why would you want to microwave?
Fireworks.
Okay, fireworks. That'd
be interesting.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I think. Although not like big ones, just maybe like little tiny firecrackers.
No, big ones. It has to be big ones.
A lava lamp. Fake poop. Like, why? But these kids, I think they were like in college, and then like after college, they did this for like several years, and they have 10 seasons of them just microwaving stuff behind.
And how many views did each of these videos get?
Probably a couple million.
Seriously, damn.
Gasoline got 1 million. Spray paint got 2.5 million.
Oh.
Spray paint, is it like in the can?
Stuff,
well, the compressed can would explode or something, I bet.
It did!
Yeah?
They had like they'd always name their microwave because they'd go through so many, so they had like 11 microwaves with different names. It's just hilarious. Like, they broke microwaves. They set microwaves on fire.
Whatever.
Well, I'd assume, yeah. Wait, so for the bigger stuff, would they just like keep the door open and hold it and aim it towards it? Aim it towards like the door or something? Cause obviously,
they probably
just bigger stuff.
Like the door. Obviously, you can't fit that in a microwave.
No, they didn't microwave a door.
You said
they did. That would be boring.
No,
it's just a hunk of wood.
So they protected themselves with tinfoil door.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather just wear a lead suit. That'd be more
I
fun.
misunderstood.
I'd feel more official.
A lead suit? That'd be really heavy though.
Yeah, it's hilarious because they like.
Yeah, you gotta get swole.
They come up with the most insane timings, like 69, 69 or something, and they press start, and then they run behind the door. I gotta
Some people should not be given microwaves on camera.
That sounds like how they microwave things in Sandburg.
They were like
some idiot on like the 4th floor.
A dorm building in the college near here.
Yeah, that happens to be like 20 stories, each of the towers.
Yeah.
So somebody will, like, at least once a month, some idiot will be like, "You're gonna break the button and then go run away," and they'll like burn popcorn or something, and it'll set off the fire alarms for the whole tower. Everybody in the tower has to leave the stairs, and they have to like go outside, and it's usually at 2 a.m.
Okay,
I think Ben Wasserman did it once, right?
Did he?
I think so.
Yeah, he did.
But like, okay,
he also
popcorn occasionally I understand, but the amount of people that burnt macaroni is just
because
stupid.
You put water in it.
Their instructions are right there. You put water in it, and if you put water in it, nothing should burn.
Yeah, really. Well, you have to make sure that it all gets wet because I have two different stories. One, are you guys familiar with the food Ragu Express?
No, but I know what ragu is.
It's a pasta sauce, and then like what it was this like this container, maybe it was a packet or something. It came with both noodles and sauce and stuff, and you could make it. It was just like a quick little lunch get together thing. And I loved it. They have since discontinued it, but I loved it. And then one time the first time I tried making it by myself, forgot to add water, stunk up my entire kitchen. And then another time with what was it? It must have been like Easy Mac or something. I put water in, but the way I did it, I poured it over the side, so the little mountain in the middle never got wet, never got soaked.
That's
so
why
like
you mix it up.
I didn't think to do that.
That's like the basic microwave 101, mix things.
Yeah, and obviously you can imagine how it went. So I have, when I was younger, I had a very poor history with microwaves.
My parents raised me right, so I always knew how to use a microwave.
Why do you say things you know will hurt me?
Because they hurt you when it's funny.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
But like each microwave is different. And you gotta learn.
Yeah.
Learn about her.
Her.
Every microwave.
Treat her with respect.
Yeah.
No, and my microwave is like in
after I burnt the popcorn, there was obviously residue on the plate, so I cleaned it.
Yeah.
After I burned the popcorn in the microwave, I apologized and I took her out for dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good night tonight.
Just thinking of the Sandburg
makeup sex with the microwave. What?
And now we have weird. There was in North Tower. There was this habit of any time it was not a drill, like someone actually burned something, we would all filter out of the building and with all 26 floors. We'd leave the building, we would go back in, then like 20 minutes later, another alarm would be set off, and like you could look out the window, like a fifth of the people actually left the second time. It's like no one wants to deal with that. And there was one time, and there was
plenty of times where I just like it's whatever. It was like so early. I'm like, if it burns, so be it.
Yeah, like
we're in a concrete tower. It is not gonna burn. It is not coming down.
Sandburg Tower is literally fireproof. It is fireproof. It cannot burn down. However, if there's a bomb, we would all die.
Naturally.
Therefore, if it's not a bomb,
not even because it's reinforced concrete. It would have to be set off.
It's a big bomb.
It would have to be set off in 3 different spots. It'd have to be set off. Okay, this is kind of.
Go on. I want to learn.
It'd have to. I'm an architect. I'm not planning anything. Don't worry. No, I just know this. The way the structure is, you'd have to set it off in each stairwell. So there's 2 stairwells, and then you'd have to set it off in the elevator shaft because those are the main vertical structural parts of the building.
Okay.
And they are reinforced concrete bomb shelters of death. Like you cannot. You have to be a freaking professional to actually do that.
We are educating the future.
Yeah.
And even then, it probably won't fall down. It'll just kind of make a lot of smoke.
And I remember freshman year doing the stupid tornado drills. Our RA wasn't there once, so she didn't knock on everyone's doors.
Really?
So I just slept in my room.
I mean,
I imagine, yeah.
And literally I walked out, saw everyone sitting there, like,
So
yeah, I'm going back to my room, have fun with this.
So what's going on, guys?
It doesn't, like, if a tornado happens, you just kind of go away from the windows.
Yeah, get like the center of the building.
We don't have to go into our lounge. All we would have to do is go into the bathrooms, because they're suite-style dorms.
Yeah.
So
and
the bathroom,
windows,
which has no window, you'd be perfectly safe in.
Yeah.
And you're in a tower, so it's not like you can get to a basement anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of tornado, though, the front entrance is so poorly designed because there's the dorm-nado. Just like a wind tunnel
God.
just goes
Fucking
right by the
Dormnado.
door.
There's so many problems with that
I'm
building.
so glad we don't have to deal with that tornado.
So-
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, on days when it was just naturally windy, going through there, like one time a friend of mine actually was stopped in his tracks. He could not move forward because the wind was just so strong. And Kevin's
Oh, God.
small.
It's like
skinny.
that. It's almost as bad. They have another. I don't know
There's
what you
another
call it.
one.
I
There's one.
call them all wind tunnels
There's-
except for the dormnado.
There's a wind tunnel
Yeah.
between physics and EMS. That's
there?
always going. Yeah. You can't even, I can't ride my bike through. Well, I can, but I mean, it's like extra effort.
Is EMS the math building or is the physics
It's
building?
a tall
the math
one.
Yeah,
EMS
it's a
is-
The
tall
one by the soccer field.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walk through that every day when I walk to work.
Poor
It's
soul.
so bad.
No, it's not. It's,
No, but
It-
but in the winter though, for Dormnado, you only notice it in the winter.
Because
Like in the,
Well, yeah.
it
Well,
goes
the
all
wind's
year
colder
round.
then, so it
but in
makes
the
you
summer,
sting.
it's like refreshing breeze from this hell of 9,000 degrees.
I really wish you could see the motion Zach was doing.
You can animate that or something.
No.
No. But anyway, but in the winter, it's just on 24/7. Like in the rest of the year, it's kind of like hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like it'll be going sometimes it won't. But it's always going in winter because God hates us.
That's the exact reason. That's why right there.
But like you notice it because like the paths are
It's like
slippery.
why?
Oh,
Is
that's true. Yeah,
so,
slippery paths.
so like literally, if there's a big gust, you're kind of like, oh, fuck my life.
the wind pushes you back to the
And,
line.
I'm too young to hear that kind of language, Colin.
It was Kevin that couldn't move, right?
Yeah.
I got to a point where I was like, oh my god, I have to like literally almost get on all fours to move anywhere.
The thing is with me though,
But you'll notice it because you'll be wearing your like foot thick winter parka that's
thick?
windproof and everything, and you're like, wow, I feel a breeze.
yeah, then you know how bad it is. Yeah, but see, so
And that is if your face survives.
Yeah,
Oh god.
we're all relatively tall here. We all have pretty long legs.
So we get
And-
carried off in these things.
We're all over 6 foot.
Yeah, and I hate with a burning passion slow walkers. People who walk in front of you and make no possible way
we're
for you to
bringing
get
back
around.
traumatizing memories of high school.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, high school was the. Oh God, yes.
Oh, my whole high school class was all 6 foot, so I didn't deal with that.
But like, even like here,
Well,
it's like-
even if you don't have to be tall to be a fast walker.
right, but I mean, like people here on the sidewalks, like just like stay to like one side. That way, like a biker or a fast walker could walk around you. But I also hate when like heftier people walk in the center and swing their arms, so there's no way you're getting
Swing
around.
them out like to the side, like they're
Just kind of going like this, just kind of like gorilla kind of walking, and there's no way you can get around without either getting hit or just being inconsiderate or whatever. But
just push them over and run.
but as such,
They
so
can't catch you.
so
Did the Stewie
I,
Griffin tuba thing. Dun, 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 dun.
yeah. But as such, so I absolutely hate when I can't walk my speed. So when stuff like wind blows me, like you can ask Kaya. I told her the same thing and she's seen it. When wind's blowing me, I get mad. I just start walking even faster. Like, fuck you, wind. You're not deciding how fast I walk. I'm deciding how fast I walk.
I just avoid it and go underneath the buildings and the parking. And
Oh, the parking
take
structure.
the
Oh,
elevator up.
I just go.
That way you avoid the door name.
I go from. Well, the Dormnado is only on that one door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
just
side
go
door.
to the other door.
Yeah, you go
Like
to the other
I
door.
go under the covered driveway thing.
But I mean, right now that door is actually being like reconstructed or something like
No,
that.
they can still be used. I took a bunch of group of people, a bunch of people. Off there, so.
A bunch of group of people. Yeah, I mean, because I just go to the front door whenever I walk to work, and then whenever I leave, I look over and okay, they're still working on stuff. So that was all. That was the only reason I brought that up.
Can they finish? I hate
tornado doors or the other doors.
The tornado doors.
I just use those the most but those are the most convenient fucking doors in the building.
Those are convenient.
It's so
doors,
poorly designed.
But like, those doors need to be repaired. That one door
I think
all
they
year. That
it's like too tight. Like you have to like really pull to get it open.
You have to pull, and like it shouldn't be.
No, it's only to a certain point, and then it swings open easy. Like it's got stuck. Like
yeah.
It would open like it first started opening fine, and then it just gets stuck.
But
it'd be like,
I hated that door, and I'd always pick that door too.
Really?
Because it's the most convenient door.
Yes, it's literally the most convenient door because people are walking in the first two doors, and the third door was the bad door. So I'd walk out that door, and it'd be like, oh god.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like forcing 3,000 residents to use one set of doors is a bad idea.
And things like you don't think about it when you first go, so you just kind of do your usual door open, and it's like, oh, okay, well, gotta keep pushing now.
I am gonna miss I'm gonna miss the walk there though. I am. I'm gonna miss the doors.
I'm not. I'm still equally close to the
Good memories were made there, man.
Yeah, good memories of dying in the cold wind of death.
Like I remember, like early fall and like this year.
Those were my favorite.
It was actually fucking nice.
Did you say April?
Yeah, when it was actually nicer.
Yeah.
You said early fall, then you said April.
No, yeah, April.
Yeah.
April.
The distance.
Last.
Oh, that gap, that duration. Okay, I got it.
Because the rest of it's winter.
Yeah, right. I love winter, but anyway.
And it actually being nice temperature, and you walk through, and it'd be nice, and you'd be like wearing your t-shirt and shorts, and not wearing a sweatshirt. Your jacket.
Believe it or not, we don't always wear sweatshirts up here. It's not always dead.
Yeah. At least we're not like people in Florida who are like 69
oh my god, it's 70
degrees.
I'm wearing
sweatshirts.
You can always tell where people are from by what they're wearing.
It's just like, oh my god.
It's 50 degrees and I'm in my shorts and t-shirt and I'm happy.
It's not 50 degrees right now.
It's not now, but I mean when it is 50 degrees, I'm happy.
See, I don't have...
Depends on the wind.
You mentioned like fond memories were made in the dorms and stuff, and
I thought he said the doors. I thought he was talking about the doors themselves.
No. Well, I
remember
that door. Me and that door go way back.
So you guys both went to like bigger schools, and I only went to a school that had a graduating class of 28.
Yeah.
So the fact of mornings or afternoons, thousands of kids using those doors, and I being one of them was like really cool and really like eye-opening.
Wow,
it was
more than 25 people have used this door.
Today. No, like
I wonder whose hand I'm holding right now.
Where walking becomes traffic itself.
Yeah.
You know, because everyone was to one side and everyone was walking in was to one side and everyone walking out was coming out another.
Well, it should have been that way anyways.
Well,
it wasn't always.
I mean, on the sidewalk. I'm not saying.
Oh, sidewalk. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, but the worst kind of like slow walkers are at festivals and malls. Mostly festivals.
Festivals and then like fairs and stuff.
Oh god, I hate mall walkers.
Like mall walkers are slow.
You get stuck behind people and you're like.
But they're usually, at least the malls I go to, or when I go, it's usually not during peak time, so I can just walk around them, and they're just kind of an inconvenience.
Yeah, like anybody I've gone to a mall with, I'm a great maneuver through mall traffic.
I was at Bastille Day, which is like a big fest. They have, it's a French festival, but they have like festivals in Milwaukee. So I was at Bastille Day, and they have the whole damn streets. I don't know why I went into an accent there, but they have the whole damn street blocked off, and they have like booths on the side, and people are just clogging this whole street, and I'm like trying to like go through and like go places. It's just awful.
And the thing is,
and I'm not in a car like just driving through the street. Like I'm walking.
Like thud, thud, thud.
No, my parents absolutely hate city walkers. They hate them.
Why?
They hate coming to cities because they're like they don't really have to deal with it often, seeing as we're kind of in the country, but we're in a town. But you know,
right,
you know what I mean? We're not near a big,
yeah.
huge city. And when they come to the city, there's always people, pedestrians, and they just walk slow. And like the green light's on, but they get the walk, and we're like turning left.
Yeah.
They expect them to like, get a fast walk going, and nope, they're just leisurely.
That's what I do.
Swaggering on over, yeah.
That's suburban walking, when you actually are kind of aware of cars.
Yeah, you're just like, oh.
And there's country walking where there's no cars, so you can do whatever the hell you want.
But like, I see a car that wants to turn on. I start I start.
Use your words, Kyle.
I start jogging. I jog, gotta get fit. Gotta lose that
to
weight.
get like a fast walk going
Yeah.
and get across, and then so they can go.
But I mean, Milwaukee drivers still don't care. They'll still turn into you while you're walking.
Yeah, no,
Right,
they will
yeah.
get as close to you as possible without actually hitting you. Just kind of hint, go faster.
Right.
But I don't know. It's just like even today when Zach and I went to go get food, like there was
Yeah,
a
you guys walked, didn't you?
yeah, we walked.
Yeah, it's only 2 blocks.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But
Like there was Oakland, the busy street must have been like there must
And
have
you
been a
just
stoplight.
walked in front of a car.
That's a different story. But
No.
I'm going to tell this
You
one
are
first. I'm going to tell this
what's
one
wrong with
first.
America.
I'm going to tell this one first. So like Oakland must have been really busy because we were coming onto Oakland, like we weren't walking
it was
down
like
it, we were
4
still
o'clock,
coming onto
yeah.
it.
People got off work.
Yeah, I think like a stoplight must have been red because there were people on the road we were on, which was gonna merge with Oakland, and they were turning right to get on, but the line was backed up even down that road.
Yeah,
so
it's
we
back
just
down
kinda-
like 2 blocks.
So Zach and I just started walking across. We figured they'll be stopped there for a while, but then traffic started moving, so we just kind of like
Well, they're at a stop sign
jogged
anyway,
across.
so...
Yeah, I mean, like, but that person could have still gone, so we just kind of jogged across because as the line was moving, we figured he'd want to go. Like, is it that hard to do? Like, some people would still just swagger on
Not
over.
even 5 seconds later, he just runs into an intersection.
Wait,
Well, like-
was that to or from to Oakland or from?
Us too. From
Oh, yeah, it was-
From we were normal people.
Yeah.
But like now that I walk to work, all
Yeah.
the time, I'm walking down Oakland, and I notice that cars, they won't see me initially, and then they'll come to their stop, and they'll be like in the past or pedestrians, and then
I just
Oh,
glare at
crosswalk.
them.
and like no, at least some or most are kind enough to like back up and let me through. But I think as me as a pedestrian and where I've come from, it's just like you're fine. I'll just walk around
just go to the
you.
backside. Yeah, that's
So
right.
you
Yeah,
can turn right.
that's what I do. But that's usually the case when there was nobody at the crosswalk initially, so they're just already pulled up.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
like, but there are those people where you are in the crosswalk.
And they still just, like, come
and
right
they
up
still
to-
just go like, yeah, I'm gonna park right in your path, and then
Yeah.
you just glare at them, and then they feel
But
self-conscious.
like if they're turning right, I understand.
Yeah, no, and
If you're
we're not
turning
upset or
left, it's a
anything,
different
but-
thing. Yeah, I appreciate you if you back off.
Okay, but
It's
then
my turf. Back
then
off.
I did something stupid because I temporarily forgot the rules of Milwaukee driving. So we
She did not slow down at all. That was hilarious.
So we were at the intersection right before the Euro restaurant, and the path we had to take still had the stop walk signal on, and the alternate path was doing its countdown. like right before.
Basically, the light was green in the opposite direction.
Yes, it was
so-
green, but okay, but this is how Milwaukee driving
There
works.
was a car down the street, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait for this car.
You see, like, as you're driving up to a green light, you look for the walk signal to tell you how long you have before a yellow light, then before a red light. Like if there's like 5 seconds left on the thing, you know, okay, a yellow light's gonna be coming soon.
So you have a little bit to go.
So yeah, so there was a car that had just gone over the hill and was coming up to the stoplight, and I saw that the walk signal had 2 seconds. So I figured, okay, I'll start crossing. But I forget that in Milwaukee driving, when there's a yellow light, the people don't slow down; they speed the fuck up, so that way they don't have to get
That's
stuck
how
on
you're
the red light.
supposed to do it.
No, it's
Don't
not.
tell my driver that,
Wait, so
teacher.
it's a two. So if this is
It was more than 2
crossroad,
seconds.
It's 2 seconds this way. And you're going across this way.
Yeah. So
You're
it's-
fucking insane.
No, because I was like, I'm going to be going this way, and this guy's going this direction.
trying
He has
to
2
clock-
seconds here. So I thought, 1, 2,
trying to
yellow
cross
light, he'll
Locust.
stop. But no, when that yellow light came, he sped up, and I realized I fucked up mid stride, and I thought, you know what, I just have to work with it. I kept my poker face on and kept my speed and just kept going, and I felt the car just like zoom behind me.
Yeah,
You're
it was-
a fucking idiot.
I made the mistake of thinking he would be considerate. That was my fault.
No.
And you were wrong. You were wrong.
No.
She's offended because it was a woman driver.
Was it?
She she read your mind and was like, wow, this guy thinks I'm a dude. I'm going to run him over.
What?
What?
I don't know. There's some weird people in the city.
Well, yeah.
It's a
pretty
city,
sure
yes.
no one says that.
I would if I could read people's minds.
But I mean, we've already talked about how I said like Milwaukee's the only part of the road that I get road rage in, only driving Milwaukee. But that's actually only on the outskirts, on like the freeway and stuff. In the actual city, yeah, there are some aggravating things, but for the most part, I was explaining to Zach earlier. Everyone in the city is a bad driver, but bad driving is all that they know. So they're very good at their poor driving. Like they're very good at working with other people at being bad at driving, kind of thing. So it
They
works.
can accomplish so much when they work together.
Yeah, kind of. It's bad, but it works.
When you
It
mix
gets stuff done.
when you mix aggressive and passive driving, it's just
You get
an
passive aggressive.
aggravation.
You get passive aggressive driving.
No, well, I give up on you. God, it was
Okay,
so
Mom.
great. It was so
I
great
kid, I
when he
kid.
could when we had the no puns for a week going on.
God.
Oh yeah, so well from last podcast, there's been quite a big gap, but I failed that week, and I failed
And the week after.
And the week
and the week
after.
after,
Yeah.
and 1 week after that. But then the week after that, I actually succeeded. In fact, the last week that I
You
failed
didn't
on.
get a box today, did you?
No, I wasn't in the basement.
Oh, well, we'll get to that in a second.
We can't give him the box though until we're home, because I got to see this.
It's
Okay.
not going to be this weekend. It's probably going to be next week.
I'm not gonna be here
If
next-
he remembers to get a goddamn box.
We'll get to the box part in a second. But the week before, the last time that I failed, the week before I succeeded, I made it 6.5 days, and it was one of those puns that just slipped out without me thinking. The reason I did it is the reason I started this no pun thing was the reason I failed.
Well,
But anyway,
the week we did the podcast, you did it 2 days later when I was talking to my parents. And
was that the one, or was that the time before that?
Nope, not the time before. The first time I wasn't here and didn't
The
know
first
know about
time,
it.
the
The
first
next-
time was you lasted like a day.
Yeah.
I
For 2
lasted a
days.
day and a half. I lasted a day and a half.
And you said in the car, you said something stupid, and we're like, "Oh crap! Did I just tell a pun?" And I'm like, "No, Alex, that wasn't a pun." And
But-
you're like freaking out, like, "Oh, thank God!" And then as soon as we get home, as
I-
soon
I
as we
saw-
walk in the house, like 10 minutes later, you say a pun,
And I wasn't. It's
and
Yeah,
then it
but-
didn't register, and me and Eric are just looking at each other like, "Oh my God,
But,
this kid
but
is
the week
hopeless."
after, I was on my phone with like my parents and I asked them why, and then you just went Z.
Without-
And I looked over at you and I knew. I knew.
I'm like, damn it. So
That's
it
funny in my
took
life.
it took me
Over a month.
the 7th week was the week I did it. I failed 6 weeks in a row, and the 7th week I succeeded.
You failed
but-
6 weeks?
Yes, I believe that was it.
That
Holy
sounds
shit.
right.
Because
If you were to messed one more time, you could have had 7 days in the box.
well, no, because
A whole week
No,
in the box.
the thing is, though-
can we do this again so you can fail?
no,
and get
the
a whole
thing
week in
is
the
though,
box?
we started this box, which we'll get to in just a second. The 3rd week was the first week we started it, so I only have to wear it for 4 days because the first 2 weeks we never had a punishment.
Bullshit.
The
Bullshit.
No, it was.
Bullshit.
It was that way. No,
No,
I
it
told
was
you about
that
it.
way,
Second
but I'm
week.
saying it's bullshit.
Oh,
You
okay.
We came up. I
Sure.
thought we came up with the punishment the second week.
Nope, it was the 3rd week came up with it.
It was the third week.
Because I failed twice, and you guys were like, you really need some incentive. And then there was an iFunny feature. iFunny's the app and whatever.
No,
and
I
saw
saw it before that.
You probably saw it on Tumblr or something like
Yeah, I
that.
saw it on Tumblr, but it was before. I came up with it before.
It was the picture was a woman or
This
a-
is
a-
what we.
a-
it's some person.
The caption was, "This is what we do to our employees when they make a bad joke," and it showed this woman in a box with like a face drawn on
a
it.
A sad
frowny
face.
a frowny face drawn on it. Yeah. So these guys got the idea. Every week I fail, it'll be one whole day in a box of shame, and
That
I
he has
failed.
to. He has to wear it at work too.
And I failed 4 weeks in a row, so I have to wear it for 4 days.
Your boss is going to be really pissed to be like, why are you wearing this box? You know why.
I mean, no. I actually
And
have.
then the boss is like, "Yeah, I understand.
I understand.
It's
But,
for the best."
The thing is, though, I won't be able to wear it on my head because it would cover my eyes. So if you guys can make like a body
Well,
box
make
No,
it-
we're
for
going to
me,
make eye holes for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that'll go over well, but I can try.
I will tell you that it is possible because my Halloween costume one year was me as Lewis from the Yogscast, his Minecraft character, his Minecraft skin. I made that out of
Say
boxes.
Minecraft.
No,
yeah.
Minecraft. That sounds like a fun class. But
Okay.
my friend's sister actually took a wine tasting class, and now she's a wine snob. So the lesson is, don't take a wine tasting class unless you want to be
A
hated by all.
wine tasting class.
Yeah. Where they
Th-
taste
those-
fine
those do
wines and
exist,
get to be
actually.
snobs.
Those exist.
She goes to an Ivy League school, so it just makes sense that they do it there.
Like, I understand, like, a wine tasting club or, like, a wine tasting day or, like,
No, it's a class.
Let's go to this. I don't understand the class.
It really is for like
You're paying-
higher
you're
society
paying-
kind of
you're
places.
paying
Yes.
money to taste wine. and
Yes,
you
I'm
get
better
credit
than you
for it.
because my grape juice is more expensive and older.
I let it breathe. This glass has a nice nose on it. It's like whatever.
My favorite is the line in the Stephen Martin movie. I completely forgot what it's called.
Steven?
The Jerk.
Steven?
That's his real name.
I know, but it's I don't remember. I know
And
Steven.
Steve Martin's the jerk. He's like in a French restaurant and he's like, "I'm sick of all this old wine. Get me something fresh this year."
Yeah.
And then the waiter's like,
Just looks at him like, "Okay."
It's old. I was born a poor black child.
Sadly, we had to tear down the old house and build a bigger one, and it's the same house, just larger proportions.
Yeah.
That movie's great.
But anyway, the point of your box story was that, yes, I'm sure I can get away with having eye holes, but I'm not sure. For Halloween costume, it's different for showing up to work suddenly wearing a box on your head.
Your boss will understand.
I'll try. I'll give it a shot.
Who's the guy that was monitoring you all the time, basically?
Lucas? Lucas, yeah.
Lucas will convince him.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure he'll be okay with it because I think he actually knows about it already. It's the upper level management that might have a problem with it.
Who cares?
You're gonna be back. You're gonna be in the back washing dishes anyway.
Or I'll be stocking out front.
You could be like the mascot.
That was supposed to convince you not to make me do it, not make me laugh.
Yes.
You could be the Think of it. You could be the mascot of university restaurant ops.
Why would I want to be that?
Because you build school spirit. You're like Pounce. You just go out and like a...
Hey, Pounce can't come into the dorms without, like, approval.
Really?
No, he can't. I only know this because I auditioned, or I was going to be Pounce at one time.
Really?
I was.
I never knew that.
Yeah. But then, like, okay, I didn't respond to them. No, like, I got the job. And...
One of my coworkers is Pounce now. I'm not at liberty to tell you who. I probably am, but it's just
not a big deal.
It ruins the surprise.
It's not a big deal. Anyway,
it's like opening a present.
It's not like we're the other like big schools where it's like, yeah, if someone finds out you're the mascot, you're done. No, the mascot just can't take his head off during games.
Like any reasonable
mascot, yeah.
So anyways, I auditioned to be the mascot, and they're like asking me all these questions, and they're like, "Why do you want to be Pounce?" I'm like, "Well, because it's a job that suits me."
It suits me.
I get it.
I really like. I've acted in plays for years, and I think of this job as another just different kind of acting, and I would love to do it. I love being an entertainer. I love to be school spirit.
I love to be school spirit.
Being
school, yes, school.
An entertainer. That's all it is. Being an entertainer.
And so they're like, "Oh, okay." They really like the answers, and like I put on the suit. Actually, put on one of the. There's several.
You were inside Pounce.
There were several.
Not sexual.
One of my friends actually works for Six Flags, and he was one of the mascots.
Yeah.
And they call the position being friends with insert name of mascot here.
Like friends with.
Yeah.
Daffy
like
Duck
I'm friends with Daffy today, which basically means you're inside Daffy. It's not Daffy though, because Daffy is Warner Brothers.
He's part of the Looney Tunes, but I don't think there's a Daffy costume, like Sylvester or something.
No, there's a Daffy costume.
It's Daffy.
Is there a Daffy costume?
Yeah,
it's all Warner Brothers.
And I've never been to Six Flags, I know.
Oh, you haven't? Oh,
yeah, but he was a mascot there.
I have Valley Fair.
And he was usually Sylvester, actually.
Yeah.
But
anyway, though, let's go back to your
story. Yeah, so I auditioned, and they're like, yeah, okay. We'll need you to shadow Pounce a few times.
Right, to see how the job works.
And so I actually did, and I got really good basketball seats for a men's game.
Nice.
Like 4 seats, but it's like
Said the
I
person
play in the
who
cup band all the time, so I see them all the time.
Yeah. And I get there early, so I get seats right up front in the student section too.
Yeah. Well, that's and so. Anyways,
it's the same thing as pep band if you like next to them.
And so, they're like asking people to be Pounce, and they're asking people to like be his handler. Well, I'm not trained to be his handler. I'm supposed to be.
The job shadow, yeah.
I'm supposed to shadow or Pounce, and like there was no shifts. So the first email that I got of all these shifts, I didn't reply. And they're like, "Why didn't you?" They saw me, and like, "Why didn't you reply to my email?" I was like, "Oh, I couldn't take any of the shifts." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And
you do not get the job then.
Like, I thought
you're fired.
I thought I had to shadow more, and like they never said anything about it. And so they sent me another email, and once again, I couldn't work any of them because I was either in the pep band or I had something going on that night, and I didn't get an email ever afterwards.
Yeah, you missed it twice.
You could have been somebody.
I wouldn't work that much that year anyway. I was towards the end of the basketball season.
Oh, okay.
Did you get paid?
To be Pounce? Yeah. It's a
Ooh.
job.
I'm sure, yeah.
You get paid in school spirit.
I get paid to be in the pep band.
You do?
Well, that makes sense because
Yeah,
they make you travel sometimes. Or all the time.
No, I thought you only played home games.
Only home games.
Yeah.
Unless we're really far along in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like...
Basically the championship game.
No. Last year was just the championship game, and
which we somehow
and
won.
And the semi-championship game. We played at those games, and then we went to Buffalo, and I only went to the Buffalo one, which
Buffalo,
was,
like New York.
Yeah, that's where they
That
had
was
the
over-
sweet. That's when we got the Sweet 16.
No.
And then we got banned.
No, we didn't.
We were the Sweet
We
16.
were not in the Sweet 16.
Weren't we?
No.
Oh, I forgot what we were then. The
Sweet 16 was
the
a
Sweet
long
24.
time ago.
The Sweet 24.
No, we're not even the Sweet anything. We were just in the playoffs. We were 16th seed in a.
Yeah, 16th seed. That's close enough.
What's 16 times 4? Huh?
Yo, mama.
That's not a math problem.
It's 64. And so we were 16th in a 64 seed bracket, which
And we
has
lost.
16 which has 4 different.
We
brackets.
should have won that game.
So we were.
Darn it.
We were one.
We
of,
didn't sports hard enough. Hopefully, we'll sports harder this
We
year.
were one of
this
the
is the
four-
sports section of our
Shut
podcast.
the fuck up! We were one of the 4 worst teams in the whole tournament, NCAA men's basketball tournament.
It was a
We
miracle
only
we got
played one
into.
game. We actually did really good against a 1 seed team.
We should have actually beaten them though, because we were just freaking missing layups like they were.
Oh fuck! It was
Like if we would have made some damn layups, we would have won.
if we could have made anything, the second half we would have won because
Yeah, the first half we led the whole first half.
We led the whole first half, and like we were beating them by 5 points, I think.
Oh, I thought it was
don't
like
remember.
that was
we
up
lost
by
it
10. I
second
thought we were
half?
up by 10.
We might have been, but we were up by considerably enough against a definitely.
And they're a smaller school than
Yeah.
us too, I think.
No,
too.
they're bigger.
Villanova.
Villanova, they're bigger.
I know they're a big basketball school, but I think
But they're a big
that's-
basketball school. And then the people, I think it was a different seed. I can't remember what seed beat them, but whatever.
It was the next seed up. I think they lost, right, or something like that.
No, we watched the game beforehand. It was like Colorado Huskies or something, or not Colorado, but they were called the Huskies.
Okay.
They ended up winning the whole thing, and so
Oh.
we actually watched the team that won the NCAA tournament.
And they're in the same position that we were after that, because they got into the tournament, and then the next year they were suspended for for not having their
Oh, yeah.
correct
And
grades.
then
And then after we lost out of the tournament, we can't play. We couldn't play this
play
last
that.
year.
But
we
why
couldn't
is
play
that
in
again? I
any
can never remember.
NCAA tournaments because
they-
our grades weren't high enough.
The
grade.
team's grades weren't above whatever the standard is of NCAA, so we were suspended from tournament play. And
But that whole
and that was basically because it was 2 things. It was both the seniors didn't give a shit because afterwards they're done,
Yeah.
and the freshmen that didn't play, so they didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so they didn't have any.
So they didn't have
Well, they should have had motivation to keep their grades
Yeah.
up, but by the way, the team didn't have any motivation.
yeah. So
I mean, they're
But
all
this
going
year-
to school
but-
for free anyway, so they don't care.
Yeah,
On
basically.
scholarship, yeah.
But this year they had their grades up, so next year we might make it back. We have a good team next year.
As in, like,
Well,
for
I
this
think we might
upcoming
make it back
2015
just because we're in a pretty crappy division.
As in next
Well-
year is in the 2015-2016 year?
Yep.
Okay.
I remember.
I'm expecting good things from our team because we have
I'm
I-
expecting
I-
we
good
have basketball
things.
Jesus coming back.
Basketball Jesus?
Basketball Jesus.
Me?
Clearly.
I'm just the regular Jesus.
I can't. I don't remember. names.
Welcome back to Jesus'
Panasi?
podcast. I'm not Jesus.
JJ Panasti?
No, he was a senior.
Oh, what a
I
slut.
know.
He was from Lucas's town, by the way.
Broadhead, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
someone actually saw one of my friends saw Panoski the other day, with his girlfriend or whatever.
Congratulations.
Um,
Does he want a medal?
Yeah.
You know, I never knew him personally, but a few of my friends did. I had connections to Sam Decker.
I don't know who that is. I think.
He's the guy from Madison who got drafted to the NBA.
Yeah.
Oh.
The big tall guy.
Yeah.
You
Well, I
friends with
know-
Sam Decker?
Yeah, no, I have quite a few friends because he went to Oostburg High and I went to Cedar Grove High.
Oh.
So yeah, so we were.
Yeah, where's he playing for NBA?
I honestly can't remember.
The Bucks.
I just remember.
Oh God. No.
The day that he decided, because he got recruited for the NBA, and the day he decided he would actually go, he gave a letter to the team and stuff, and then the
Oh.
picture made its way to Facebook, and all my
Like,
friends were sharing
He's
it.
gonna play for the Rockets, the Houston Rockets.
Houston
Why would
Rockets.
you want to go?
Huh.
Why would you willingly go?
It's funny
to
because
Texas?
Cedar Grove
Oh,
was.
he's from Sheboygan.
It was too hot.
Oh, Sheboygan. Maybe that was not Oostburg. Sheboygan.
Sheboygan, Oostburg. What's the difference?
A
Except for a
lot.
few 10,000 people.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say miles. I'm like, they're not that far apart.
I was gonna say.
It's kind of ironic though because Cedar Grove was the Rockets and he was in one of the rival schools, so now he's actually playing for the Rockets. Just different state.
I don't care at all.
Were you the Rockets?
We were the Cedar Grove Belgium Rockets, yeah. And
Oh, one of my
That sucks.
one of my
why?
That's just like, I always think like things that aren't like an animal for schools are just like terrible names. And don't get me wrong, we're the Lakers.
What about the bunnies?
But like
What was your mascot if you were the Lakers?
an anchor.
An anchor?
Well, okay.
Whatever.
My school's an idiot. They had like 3 different mascots. We had an anchor. Everywhere else drawn is, since we're from Turtle Lake, a big tough turtle. And our actual like school.
Wait,
not
you're
a
talking about
regular turtle,
Lake,
a
and
tough
you're not,
turtle.
and you had to be called the Lakers. Like you could have done something with the turtles, like the Fighting Tortoises, or not. That that was lame. I take it back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was.
Exactly. But
I like turtles.
Our school mascot that we didn't have like a specific one, but we had a suit.
Yeah.
So if anyone wanted to be in it, they could. Was this goofy looking cartoon like
Was it Mr. Krabs? He lives in an anchor.
No.
That'd be great.
like
What?
cartoon like hick turtle?
Hick Turtle.
Yeah, it had the dumb trucker hat.
Oh, did it? Oh, jeez. Yeah, no. We had trouble with ours, like the Rockets. I mean, you would think like
We were the Bulldogs, so ours was
Was it a
pretty
penis?
easy.
you would just think it'd
Like
be
a red
like a rocket,
Was
but no,
it a penis?
no, it was not. It was not. It was not phallic.
Was it
shaped.
a
All it was-
cosmonaut? Cause red,
Yes.
like the
Well,
commies.
it was an
Those
astronaut.
dirty commies. You went to a commie school, didn't you?
It was an astronaut.
How
And his name was,
un-American.
and we could call him Rocket Man. Basically, it was an orange jumpsuit because I'm also from a hick town, so they had orange and like lime green everything. Orange jumpsuit with a black
just the colours
helmet
of
and,
the
a,
general
and, a, and
league.
a white cape, which was clearly a towel cape, and then he
Oh, I thought you were gonna
he
say
waved the
something
flag
about-
around. That's all he did.
Oh yeah, we just had a bulldog. Yeah, we're.
Do you know what's cool about that?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like it's the most common high school mascot in America. I think.
It is.
Bulldog, really?
Our
I expected
our
like a
town-
wildcat.
We
we also had some pretty
rolled
generic.
up by me.
We had some pretty generic school colors. Ours were purple and gold. There was actually a school
That's right.
in the same
Yo,
county
Viking
as
stuff.
us that were also the Bulldogs, and their colors were also purple and gold.
Well, most schools have like the same color. What was your school?
Orange.
Well, I mean,
black.
colors like
Really?
colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's-
Colors are like easier to match because there's only like 5 different combinations
Yeah.
of colors. But I mean, still like mascots to be in this, and then having them have the same exact colors. That's just kind of
Yeah, that's foolish.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
maroon and gold, and
Maroon
like,
5.
a couple of towns down also had maroon and gold, but different shades of maroon and gold.
Along that same line,
It said-
ours were orange and black. There was another school who was orange and black, and then there was a third school who was adamant they were black and orange. It's like, are you
They're black and
serious?
orange.
It's like, are you serious?
Ours was blue and gold was the most common in our school divisions.
Blue and yellow,
I'm
blue
trying
or
to think.
blue was a common color. We had blue and silver, blue and gold, blue and yellow.
I had blue and white by me.
blue and
they-
white was another one.
They were called the Bombers.
That is actually a pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
But I mean, again, how would you do a mascot? Like, would you do
They
like
have
an A-bomb or something?
No, like a biplane.
You're
Yeah,
running
it's like a guy like in like a suit that you like, and it's like right here running around. As you can see his legs, but then there's like a propeller in front that
And
spins.
he
No, he's wearing a
speed ass fireworks that come out.
That'd be
Or he's
cool.
just
That'd
dressed
be
up
awesome.
as he's dressed up as like a World War II aviator with like the helmet, like the leather hat and like the goggles and everything.
Oh yeah, kind of like a Top Gun kind of thing. Okay, well that's about all the time we have today. Once again, this is Zach's podcast, and I'm not Zach.
I'm not Zach either.
I'm Zach. Next week, we'll talk about things. Bye. Sluts.